Godzilla vs. King Kong dropped its first trailer finally. It's amazing. Um, I didn't think this movie was coming to HBO Max. Legendary, who financed this and Dune, and the other Godzilla movies, had been fighting with Warner Brothers over this HBO Max deal because they kind of just went behind their backs and said, "Oh, sorry, did you want to say what our plan was? No, you don't get one. We're just gonna do whatever the hell we want, and we don't care who it hurts. Sorry, we're Warner Brothers." And it was pretty screwed up. Like Warner Brothers, that's kind of a, you need to share your toys and play nice. Like, what the hell? I mean, they went against the talent involved, and they've done enough to alleviate. They've actually made some backdoor deals and signed some stuff, which, good. I'm glad they did that because personally, I'm not optimistic about theaters reopening and them showing movies in theaters this year at all. Because we're seeing what they did last year, where they're like, oh, theaters are going to reopen by the summer, and then we're seeing the summer movies get delayed, and they're going August, early August, we're going to see that, and then that's probably not going to happen, and we're just going to keep seeing it, and then possibly 2022 theaters will be open, which probably won't happen either, because even if theaters are open, here's the fact. Most people are going to be scared babies, and they're going to be like, I don't want to go back to a theater. Even though being in a theater is, I would think being in a theater, right, is a lot less of an issue than sending your kids to school where there's more people and things like that, and other public places, going into Walmart to get groceries, things like that. But, be a baby and be like that if you want. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just like, I really don't understand how, like, there are towns where they're allowing kids to go to school in person, but they're saying theaters can't be open, even though most theaters are open or only having like 25% capacity. So a little ridiculous, but yeah, they're not opening theaters, and so this HBO Max deal makes sense, and more people should be doing this instead of Disney's let's charge $30. Because compare this to what Disney's doing. In March, we have Raya the Last Dragon. They're putting it out for $30. Warner Brothers says we can take a loss, 19 plus movies, HBO Max, and they're doing that. Cool. That's why we like Warner Brothers and not you, Disney, because what the hell? And the sad part is, because it's a well-known Disney brand, people will pay for it anyways, but yeah, so this movie comes out March. Here's our first look at the movie, and it looks, I don't know. I don't want to say it looks good, because the last movie, King Kong vs. Godzilla, I loved the trailers for that. Had amazing cinematography. The monsters looked incredible. Had a great trailer. I kept watching going, yes, let's see this. And then you see it, and it's just boring. Which I never thought I would see, say, for a Godzilla movie, but it was boring. And I fell asleep every time I watch it. Every time I watch it, I fall asleep through that movie. And it's not like I want to. I want to enjoy that movie. I want to love Godzilla vs. King of Monsters. I went in there opening day to be like, yes, this is going to be great. It's going to be amazing. And then it just wasn't. It just wasn't. It was just bad. Just wow. And this trailer kind of looks a little bit like that. I think it's really, I don't know. I'm not excited about this movie because I feel like I'm already know how it's gonna end. I know they're playing up the one will fall. Oh, who's gonna win? King Kong or Godzilla? None of them are gonna win because we know how this movie's gonna end. I guess spoilers, but it's not actually like, hey, this is confirmed how it's gonna end. This is just how I predict it's gonna end. But it feels like this is exactly how it's gonna end. Like, I don't feel like there's any question if it's gonna end like this. King Kong and Godzilla are going to fight, and they're gonna get all punchy. Godzilla's gonna breathe some fire, and they're gonna be like, "Rrr!" And Godzilla's gonna be like, "Ah!" That's my impression of Godzilla. And then they're gonna fight, and then there's gonna be like a bigger monster who's also gonna be like ah, and then they're gonna fight, and then they're gonna stop fighting, fight that monster, and that's how the movie's gonna end. It's just like I don't know, and people are like, I know there were people being like, King Kong is gonna be Godzilla. He's enchanged by humans in this movie. Every time King Kong's appeared in a movie, he's been captured by humans. The only time he wasn't was Skull Island, and like, yeah, I guess Skull Island, but like, Skull Island is different. So, every time they fought King Kong, he has been captured by humans. You think he's gonna beat Godzilla, who's literally the king of the monsters? I don't think so. So I just don't think any of that's gonna happen. I'm excited for this movie, kind of, but I'm not as excited because I really only like Godzilla 2014. I know people complain that Godzilla wasn't in that movie that much, but like, I didn't mind it too much. But it really bothers me when I watch Godzilla 2014 and they made all the action really boring. All the stuff that people were complaining that wasn't in the first movie. It's like, okay, well, they gave it to you, no one saw it, and it was boring. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for the movie. It's King Kong, Godzilla fighting a movie in 2021, which hasn't happened since, like, I think the 80s or 90s. So, I guess that's cool. I don't know. I'm excited for it. And I can't wait to hear Godzilla roar like, ah! Because Godzilla's a bird now.